Well, hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to do a super quick update for IX Global, the debt box. But more importantly, I wanted to share this video with you guys to give you a sneak peek at this crazy, crazy, amazing technology that these guys have that I think might be the catalyst for EX or not EX, XPLR to explode in 2023, guys. Obviously, this new technology will affect all of the debt tokens because all of them are going to benefit from it. But XPLR specifically, I think is going to have a direct benefit from it. By the way, guys, XPLR licenses, the price does go up in 2 days on the 15th. So if you are thinking about getting an XPLR license, now would probably be the time to pull the trigger before the price goes up. I think after you see this video, it's gonna it's gonna really give you incentive to get those licenses because I think this technology is absolutely bananas. Anyway, you can see here the token values looking nice and green right now. Again, take the I don't really look at this and take it to heart. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, sometimes it's way up, sometimes it's way down. I mean, obviously, we're in a bear market. These are new tokens, guys. So, again, there's going to be a ton of volatility. So, I don't really worry about that right now. During this bear market, my goal is to accumulate. I'm in the accumulation phase of these tokens. And again, once we move into the next bull run, it's going to be very, very fun to see what these are, what the prices are going to look like. Of course, there's no guarantee. I'm purely speculating, which, by the way, I should have probably started with this. I am not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. If you're going to get into this or anything that I talk about, make sure you do your own research. There is a ton of risk. So, again, do your own research and only put in what you can afford to lose. Okay. So, that being said, you can see here XPLR up 7% over the last 24, almost 7%, right, over the last 24 hours. Nat G's looking good, Grow is looking good. All of them are green, obviously. But yeah, this right here is going to be it's going to be bananas. And there's a lot of new tokens and projects that they're going to be launching in 2023. Right now, they're talking about debt being $1 billion company in 2023. They're talking about IX Global as a company doing 500 million in revenue in 2023. To think that, it's not even a 3-year-old company. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Okay. And again, if you come in now, timing is everything in business. You guys probably already know that. If you come in now, especially if you're going to build a network with this, I mean, it can be ridiculous what can happen for you in 2023. So, that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this technology. It's pretty awesome. Again, this is a real deal project, guys. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is not a meme coin. It's not a pump and dump. It's not, hey, get in today and exit out in 30 days. Not that there's anything wrong with programs like that, but this is an actual real deal, legit project. And if you let the tokenomics work over time, I think you're going to be pretty happy. Especially if you're mining these tokens right now. So anyway, that being said, let's go ahead and share this with you. It's probably like a 10-minute video. I'll kind of give you a little bit of my commentary in between. But this technology is pretty amazing, guys. Let's check it out.
And some of you stayed and got the chance to see this. And so I want to share this with you. To put this into perspective before I share this video, in fact, Joe, why don't you put this into perspective for us? Because talk just how big is this really what we're about to share?
Yeah, so one of the things that I've loved about these guys over at Debt is I have actually known them through my mentor Brian Robert for the last I believe about 4 or 5 years. And they would come over to his house, to our house, and they'd bring over bags of unrefined gold, they'd bring over uncut diamonds, they'd bring over, they'd come and they would show what's on your screen right now. So I've seen a lot of this documentation. I've seen the agreements that they've had with the Ghanaian government. I've seen a lot of these fly-throughs for the last year or so, and I've seen them refine this technology over and over again. And I think it's one of the coolest things, because if you're going out there, you're trying to explore in these concessions. And I don't know if you've ever done this before, but I've been throughout South America. I've been through Colombia, looking for emeralds, because you hear a lot of these people out there like, oh, we stumbled upon the biggest emerald, and you kind of get a little bit of that. You want to go treasure hunting, but what you don't realize is the how big these concessions are. So what Travis is showing on his screen right there, you can see those red lines. You can see that bigger red line, which is one concession. And then you can see that smaller red line underneath all of that yellow that's there, that Travis is circling. And those areas are hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of hectares. And it's a large area. And imagine if you're just digging in the wrong spot, you're going to get demotivated, right? If you don't start to find what you're looking for, doesn't matter if it's in business, it doesn't matter if it's in network marketing, it doesn't matter if it's in life, in dating, in relationships. If you don't find what you're looking for, you get demotivated, and your emotional intelligence goes out the window, and you start to lose money, or you start to make bad decisions. So the use of this technology has helped miners, explorers, drillers pinpoint exactly where the resource is. In this case, this is a fly through for the Gold Collective, which is our African downline content provider. Okay. And they were able to go and scan this area, like they've been able to scan multiple areas and figure out where there's higher concentrations of gold, where the veins run through. And so, Travis, with that, I guess that's a good understanding. Everywhere you see yellow is where there's a vein of gold. But also look at everywhere there is not gold. Imagine if you were digging in that area and you weren't able to, know if you were, there's a book out there and a lot of these memes out there, you're 3 feet from gold. And a lot of people are just digging in the wrong spot, and they just don't know any better. And this technology helps them become more profitable, helps them find what they're looking for faster, just like we do on the network marketing side through mentorship, through coaching. They've done this through technology, and they'll continue to make it better and better and better.
Cheyenne says, looks like I need another node. Cheyenne, I haven't even showed you anything yet. So listen, what I'm about to show you really would fall under the Explorer umbrella. And up to this point, we've been doing 2D rendering.
So guys, this technology, when you see this, it's pretty sick. Obviously, it looks like, when I first saw this, I was like, what are we looking at right here? You're going to see how this technology can pinpoint where they can drill. And I mean, think about companies, think about what this would do for companies, because when people drill, so a lot of times these companies are drilling in places where there's no gold, there's nothing there. This right here, they'll be able to pinpoint it to a T where it's at. It's pretty sick. Check this out.
2D, right? So you can see the elevation, the landscape of the ground. These different minerals put off different frequencies. So gold puts off a frequency, aluminum puts off a different frequency, and that's how we can read it with the scan technology that we have. But what if you could do it in 3D, Joe? What if we could now be the first in the world to bring to every exploratory company around the world the ability to be able to see exactly where that gold is, not just from the top down, but from all around. So with that, watch this. So everything you see in gold is obviously our gold veins. But what if our new technology could do this and show them exactly from every single angle the depth, where it's at, all the way around? Do you think that this would be valuable to companies and exploratory companies that are out there? Guys, we are the first in the world to be doing this. This is tied into some very, very big announcements that will be coming in January at the event, which you need to be at. You'll understand what this is and exactly how big this is. And SCAN, of course, supports all of our projects. So this supports all of our projects. But Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, this technology that they're seeing, this technology that's coming, has a big part of why many are predicting that DET will be $1 billion company next year, and that would fall under Explorer license. Is that correct?
That is 100% correct. There's a lot of projects out there. There's a lot of governments that are actually coming to, the DET entity, the actual entity that owns the licensing for Explorer and the scan technology. And as you can see here through this fly through, what ends up happening is, a lot of times you can pinpoint where it is on the XY, on the map, but then you don't know how deep that is. And right now what you're seeing is any one of these yellow boxes that you have there, it's floating above the map. The reason it's floating above the map is because if you put it under the map, you wouldn't be able to see where it's at, right? So what they've done is they've taken it, they've extrapolated it out, and it's above the map, but that's showing exactly what the distance would be. But obviously in this case, it would be underground instead of above ground. So just so you guys understand a little bit the technology that's coming through, it's now going into a 3D aspect of this, where we're able to actually get a 3D rendering based on the actual reserves that are in the ground. This is actually for DLG, for the gold projects. But this can go for oil, this can go for natural gas, and you'll start to see some of these renderings and some of this new technology that we will be announcing and talking about, the amazing partnerships and the amazing things that we have coming for XPLR. And obviously XPLR supports the entire ecosystem because it is what we based on.
Hang on.
There we go.
There we go. So we're going to wrap up here, guys, but you should see, Joe, the chat over on Facebook. So first of all, for those of you that are in the Facebook info group, many of you guys are new and you're just kind of keeping an eye on things and you're watching what's going on here at the Debt Box. You're feeling the excitement, you're seeing the excitement. But for those of you that don't know, we're the first in the world to introduce commodity-backed cryptocurrency projects. We sell mining licenses. That's all IX Global does, is we provide education. We provide software and hardware that allows you to be able to mine projects that are backed by these real world commodities that are in high demand, first in the entire world. And a lot of people want to know, is the technology real? And what we're showing you here is just one more point of validation that shows, yes, it is absolutely real. And what I can tell you, and Mike Tharp is like, dude, I'm dying to tell people what we found out in Africa. I know, Mike, I'm right there with you. What I can tell you guys is just buckle up and get ready for 2023, because you guys haven't seen anything yet. Joe, any final thoughts here before we wrap up today?
No, I just think, being one of the early adopters in this space, in crypto, in something that you feel that can be tangible. And this is all needs to be what you guys feel, right? Because I don't want, the idea isn't to convince people, it's to show them what we're doing. And the model that we have, the model's been proven over and over again by some of these big tech companies, and becoming the Uber of, or the Airbnb of mining and drilling. It's not far-fetched, because we've seen it happening. Like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, who would have thought that there would be this app out there where you could rent somebody's home, and that app now has properties all over the world, and they're making billions and billions of dollars. Or a transportation company that doesn't own taxis, and Uber and Lyft were able to do that. And so this is just the next phase. It's a phase where we're going to be able to go in there and get content providers all around the world, whether that's in oil or drip or any of the other projects out there, and help people around the world, because there's something special to this project, guys, not just on the creating digital rewards, but there's an impact that it can have in people's lives, on the eco-friendly side, on the jobs that we can create, on the lives that we can change in these emerging markets. And the goal of DET and the goal of IX is to help expand this project. But the goal of DET is to be on 6 continents within the next 2 to 3 years. The only continent that we're not going to be drilling on is probably Antarctica. But who knows, if we find something special out there, I think we'll probably go on an expedition as well. But anyways, I think there's a lot more that you guys need to investigate, that you need to understand. Do your own research, figure out if this project is for you, and get involved if that's what you're wanting to do. So with that, guys, thank you so much. Travis, thank you for the invitation.
Guys, that's huge, guys. You think about, where this company is going. Again, do your own research, guys. Investigate it. If you want to get in, of course, it's crypto, guys. So only put in what you can afford to lose. But guys, in my opinion, we are in early days. We're early adopters, like they said. It's super early for this, guys. And again, they're just getting started. So, yeah, check this stuff out, guys. And me myself, I'm mining. I'm accumulating as many of these tokens as I can. I think it's going to be pretty exciting during the next bull run where these tokens go. Of course, I can't guarantee anything. You guys know that I'm not giving you any type of financial advice. But yeah, they're just getting better and better. And again, they're just getting started. So anyway, check this out. I'll leave some links down below. Follow me on Telegram. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Pretty awesome stuff, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.